all the smaller towns, they're going to, all the smaller towns are going to find the market becoming shallower. Because when you have these chains coming in, what I call the hypermarket versus grocery shop effect. The grocery shop owner stays in Sungai Siput and he spends in Sungai Siput and he creates the market for other small SMEs. When you have a hypermarket, the money gets sucked out of the country. And it's going to happen in all the SMEs, from accounting, medical clinics, legal firms, architecture, secretarial services. So walaupun meaty things, TPPA dengan tarif jatuh, kita akan grow our GDP. We think actually the GDP in the long term actually is not going to grow because of this effect of the market being affected. And then in addition to this, kita juga ada the ISDS. The ISDS di mana syarikat-syarikat asing boleh sue kerajaan kita. This is going to make people scared, make the government scared untuk bawa regulation. Umpamanya, like in Egypt, when Egypt wanted to raise the minimum wage, a French foreign national sued them under ISDS for loss of. So the ISDS gives too much power to the foreigners, and the TPPA agreements give them too many rights. So the moment you infringe on their rights, they can use the ISDS as a big club to knock you on the head. And also whistleblowers can be criminalized. If someone finds that a particular company is polluting the environment and he leaks it, that can be called a trade secret. And there are criminal penalties for releasing trade secrets. So it's going to have a chill on all these kinds of whistleblowing, on regulation, So I think the overall impact of TPPA is to retard Malaysia's economic growth, redistribute our national wealth in favor of the top 10%, slow down the growth in our smaller towns and rural areas, and actually put a lot of pressures, medical costs, educational costs, on the ordinary people. So it's a pity that our government has been pressured by the US. Dia katakan jika you tak sign, you tak akan dapat FDI. Jika you tak sign, orang akan pergi invest di Vietnam. And they believe that. So they've been pressured by it to go into it, And they're trying to push it through Parliament. And what we are going to do, some of the parliamentarians and Banta TPPA, we're going to try and talk to the Malaysian public, and get them to talk to their MPs, and ask the MPs to speak out in Parliament and try and stop this. Because we got about 2 years, really. Because the vote comes in Parliament, lepas itu mereka dah pergi sign, lepas itu mereka kena ubah suai undang-undang yang kita ada. About 12 to 15 laws have got to be changed before we can actually go on. So it's a 2-year process, we can fight it. But the first step is the Parliament one in January. I think probably going to lose that. But the fight is 2 years long.